Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Musically Malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. We have made it to the 2023 album from NF called Hope. This is track number 1, titled Hope. We're going to give it a listen, make a few comments along the way, and then you'll have a chance to click into a second video called The Second Course, where we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. And if you're interested in dessert, including the music video and more for this song and many other things from NF and other artists, feel free to check me out on Patreon, see if that's something you might be interested in. But let's get in and give Hope a listen.
Hope, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been praying.
Okay, I know this is about to go off, but it's such an interesting juxtaposition, because obviously singing about the idea of hope, coming for hope, searching for hope, but there's also these very like dark and kind of creepy tones to it. I have high expectations for this album, so let's see how he kicks it off.
Don't lose faith in me. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul. Oh. 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure.
It's another one. It's like a conversation to himself.
Hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver. Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong. Nature had a great run, but it's time.
Dude, you can really feel where he ends up in the Fear EP, because that's where we started on the channel and then went back to his previous stuff. This is my favorite of NF, because I love his voice. I love when NF sings. And so what he's doing here, he really carried into the Fear album as well. So, oh man, I'm excited.
Don't get me wrong. Nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I like to introduce my album.
Wow.
Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says. Standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is. Tucking their toe between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit, because they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in them. They get it. Pain's a necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand, it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I'd never hit rock bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a prime example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did. I wake up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window, questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about. Don't get it twisted, that was in the shop. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of faith, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never revolve. I know I can change. We are not enough. We are not the same. You don't have the heart. You don't have the strength. You don't have the will. You don't have the faith. You'll never be loved. You'll never be safe. Might as well give up. Not running away. You don't have the guts. You're the one afraid. I'm the one in charge. I'm taking the reins.
Whoa, okay, dude. It's been a minute since I've listened to the Fear EP. Let me know in the comments. Does he use like sounds from this in Fear? Which would kind of make sense, right? Because this is the hope album, the hopeful album. Fear is the like frustration that I felt like I had moved past some of this, but now I feel taken over again. So it would make sense to bring some of this into Fear. Geez. Okay. Yeah, there's so much in here. We get the... Okay. Something that was in The Search a lot was kind of the unsettling feelings, the sounds, almost like this wicked carnival type thing. So you kind of get that in here. You get Nate. I'm gonna get it out. Nate singing here, and then you get him with this kind of broken cadence, which is what's so great about NF, man. He just can rap in any form that he wants to. And then it just got really crazy because it had that dark carnival type sound, while at the same time this like building cinematic sound that we're used to with NF is that like screeching on the violin type deal, and it just got wild. And then obviously he just hits you with the 30 years of 30 years of 30 years of 30 years of. So there's a lot of good stuff to go over and look at in the second course with this. And then you get like the voices battling back and forth within it. The idea of him feeling like, well, now I'm a father, I'm going to do something different, whilst trying to say like, I'm not trying to hit a low blow on your mom. I'm just kind of speaking what's truthful, which is a challenging thing to do. And I know that his mother, passed away. So whether it's like you don't want to necessarily dishonor the memory of them, but even if like your family is living, and those are hard things to say, like, listen, I'm not trying to be ugly or hateful towards you. I am just trying to say like, I'm doing some things that I don't feel like you did for me. I'm doing a new thing with my family. So, wow. Okay, we're off to a good start. If you want to join us for the second course, feel free to click right here. We'll do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. Let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.